What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video we are talking about 3 consoles to buy or sell. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so recently I've been selling a ton of games, whether it's consoles or actual games themselves. They've been selling like hotcakes. So in this video, I wanted to talk about some consoles that have been selling very well and some game systems that you should probably be on the lookout for. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull out my phone, pull up Mercari, because you know that's how I buy and sell things when it comes to video games. And so what I'm going to do is step you through it. I'll set it up either on that side or that side, and we'll talk about these systems and why I think you should purchase them. Now, if you're going to sell them as well, this is going to be great for that. It's going to tell you how much they're selling for as well as how much people are buying them for. So if you're either looking to buy the system or sell the system, this video will show you exactly what you need. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my phone. We're going to talk about 3 consoles today because these are consoles that have been selling absolutely ridiculously well, and I've noticed it. I've sold a few myself, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out my phone and we're going to go ahead and do this. So I want to check this out and make sure everything is good. So let's pull up Mercari. Let's go ahead and go and type in let's do Nintendo Wii. Let's start with the Wii system because this is one that is going to be one you're going to want to do. So I switch it to for sale, and then I'll change it to newest just to see if anything's new. Nothing's here new, so I'll go back to best matches and we'll kind of just go through there. Here you see a $55 one, and it looks decent. It just has the console and the control and the charger. Let's see, what else? This one is just a Nintendo Wii by itself for $120. I don't know, some of these people are crazy. Here's a boxed one for $215. It kind of looks like it was used a little bit. This black one right here, this is a decently good looking. Oh, it's a boxed one. That's pretty sweet. We like those. $80 is actually pretty good for what all you had in that. Let's keep going. What else is in there? This is a bundle. It's got a few games. Let's see. Nothing really that piques my interest. Let's head over to sold, and there's not a bunch of consoles. So let's see if we can fix this. Oh, there's one. $64. This has, those games look like garbage, but it has exactly what we're wanting. So keep going. Let's go back. Oh, it took me back. Let's go back to sold. Let's see. What else is there? There's a bunch of garbage. Oh, that's a Wii U. Oh, there's a Wii. Okay. $50. 2 Wiimotes. Nothing else. Let's see. Is there anything else maybe with it? Okay, it's got all the cords and cables. That's not a bad deal for that. It keeps changing back to... why doesn't it keep staying on sold? Let's keep rolling. Oh, here's one that looks like is from Gamestop. Those pictures are terrible. I'm assuming everything's in that one, but I don't know. Let's see, what else? Alright, let's leave it at that. So, there you go. We checked that out. I noticed one thing. There were a ton of Wii consoles that were selling for actually pretty good price. Now, whenever I think about selling a Wii console just by itself, maybe with a controller, but I always sell it with the cords to the power cord and then the AC video adapter. Sometimes I'll include the sensor bar or controller if I have them, but I'll just sell those. And usually I try to get about $60 for the console and the cords. If I find more like a controller or something, obviously that'll add more value. But yeah, as you can see, they were about $60, and so if I was to find one of these for $30 or less, I would definitely pick it up. Maybe I'd pick up a $40 one if it came with controllers or something like that. But I see Nintendo Wiis all the time that are cheap. I've seen them at thrift stores, I've seen them at pawn shops. I've seen them at the flea market. There's places on like Facebook Marketplace. I'll see Wii's all over the place. So make sure you check those out and see where kind of that goes. Because if you find a cheap Wii for $30 and you flip it for 60 or 70, that's $40 in your pocket for games. So I'm not talking about fees or anything like that here. That will come obviously, but let's continue on and see what I can find. I'm thinking I might do a Wii U console this time. We'll just have to see how it goes. So let's see if we can find anything. Maybe we'll find something good. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, typed in Wii U consoles. Okay, so let's go to for sale again. Okay, there's one for $175. This one is boxed. That's actually not a bad deal here. We're doing all that. That's not bad. What is wrong with Mercari right now? For some reason, it keeps trying to like restart, and I'm just gonna fix this. Hold on, bear with me. Nintendo, no, let's do Wii U console. Let's see if that shows up, because sometimes they don't show up properly. Go back to for sale, because I always want to make sure I'm checking out those ones that are for sale. Here's that console again. It looks good. Let's keep rolling. Let's see what else can I find. $205, that's okay. There's 3 games with it. It has everything with it. Okay. What else do we have here? $175, that's not a bad price. They're probably doing that because they have games installed on it. Don't ever let that add value to your games. Here's one for $180. Man, some of these are expensive, to be honest. Let's go and see what we can find on the sold listings. Okay, let's scroll. Okay, there's one for $152. That's actually probably a pretty good bundle there. This one's $200, but there's a ton of good games there. That's the white Wii U, which is a smaller one. You don't want that. Okay, so here's a decent Wii U. It's got everything, $150, free shipping. It says read description. They're just talking about that it's a Wii U Pro controller that's not an actual Nintendo one. Let's see, what else can we find? Anything good? Let's see, there's one for $150 again. That's not a bad deal. It's got 2 controllers as well, 2 Wiimotes. That's not too bad. Let's see, anything else? There's one for $140. This is probably a really good deal here. It's got Mario Kart 8 and Lego Batman and Just Dance. That one's probably a really good one. Okay, so that one was a little bit better. We noticed that the prices of a Wii U have kind of gone up a little bit in my book. Usually when I buy a Wii U, I intend on selling it for $115, at least in my eyes. That's a good deal. So I usually make sure there's a console, which is the console and the gamepad. You've got to have that gamepad. If not, that'll tank your value right there. You got to make sure you have the charger for the gamepad, the power cord, and then AV cables or an HDMI cable. You don't even necessarily have to include that, but sometimes I like to. Now, that's the core console. Obviously, if you have games or other controllers, that'll definitely boost your value there. So if you're out and you see a Wii U bundle for anything less than $80, I would probably typically pick it up, unless it needs to be cleaned or it's broken or something like that, obviously. But I've actually picked some of these up for $40. I've done $60 ones. If I could find one under that $80 mark or at that $80 mark, I'm gonna pick it up. Now, if I see a bundle with like 4 or 5 games and they're wanting 100, I might pick that up depending on what the games are. So if the games were like Breath of the Wild or Mario Kart 8 or something like that, I'm definitely going to be invested more because there's more money in there. So that's what we're talking about there. Let's go and do one more console. I want to talk about the Nintendo 64 because I'm obviously wearing a shirt for that. That's not why I wore this, but I think this is a good console to be on the lookout for because for some reason, I've been able to find these for really cheap and sometimes really expensive. And so I just think it depends on where and when you find it. So let's go ahead and pull Mercari back up and we'll check this out right now. Nintendo 64 console. Let's make sure everything's good. Okay, so let's type it in. Nintendo 64 console. There you go. Go to for sale. Always check for sale prices. So let's check this out. Well, what are we looking at here? Here's one for $135, but it does have that RAM expansion pack, so that's good. That'll probably get you a few more bucks there. Here's one for $115 with Perfect Dark. Pictures are good. Everything's good there, so that's probably a good reason why it's up a little bit too much, or too high, I guess, in my mind. Let's keep rolling. Whoa. Let's see, what else do we have here? Wow, there's some big bundles. Okay, there's one. There's a good one. Oh, Sega 32X games? Okay, that's interesting to throw in. I guess it's just a video game. $120, that's not terrible. Let's go down. There's one for $90. Let's check that out. Okay, that's everything you would need. That's a little beat up though. I'd pass. Don't buy broken ones like that. Here's one for $60. But no controller, maybe not even cords. Let's go to sold and see what else is out there, has sold recently. Here's one for, what, $225. It seems to have a bunch of controllers and stuff, so that's good. That'll bring your price up for sure. There's some games, Mario 64, Pokemon Snap. That's probably not a terrible deal. It's not great, but okay, we're not gonna complain too much. Here's one for 50 something bucks, 58 I think. It's bad pictures, bad quality, that's probably why it's so low. Okay, here's one, it's the 64 with the RAM adapter with an atomic purple. $120, that's a $28, that's a little bit too high for my tastes. But here's one for $60, but ooh, look at that adapter. Stay away from those adapters with the 64. You do not want to use the coax cables. Let's see, there's another one. Let's see, is there anything else that I really want to talk about? Okay, there's one for $80. Okay, this one has decent pictures. It shows you the whole console around. See if anything's broken. The sticks look fine, and that controller looks very clean. This one's not a bad deal at $80, but I think that's probably good enough for looking for right now. So if you guys noticed, I'd say probably the sold listings was probably $80. Now usually when I think about selling these, I'm usually trying to get between 65 and 75 bucks. So let's just say $70 for a Nintendo 64. Now what I do is I make sure that it has the console, obviously, it has the power brick cord, it has the RCA, not the RF coax cable connector. You don't want that. And then I make sure there's a RAM slot. The slot is filled, whether it's with the expansion or the regular one. And then I make sure I have at least one controller that is clean. So if I was to find that for $40 or less, maybe 45, I would definitely want to pick that up to sell. Now, the thing is 64 games are where the money is when it comes to this console. So if I was to find a deal for a console with a bundle of like 8 games for like $60, I would probably end up picking that up because I know those games are going to be valuable. I know if I have a Super Mario 64, I'm probably going to boost the bundle up $25 and other things like that. So I think you guys should be in the perfect spot right now to be able to buy systems cheaply online or wherever you run into them, and be able to flip them. Now, we're all stuck at home, so that makes it a little hard, but if you are going out and you are hunting, be safe. I am going to probably hold off another month at least. Now, the Goodwills in my area opened up yesterday, and I really wanted to go, but I decided to be safe, and so I'm gonna wait probably till June to start hunting again. So if you guys are interested in those videos, those will be coming soon. But I've got to stay safe, guys, and I want to provide you with some good content still. So I thought this is a good video. What to be on the lookout for with consoles, how much you should pay for them if you're going to buy them online, or how much you're going to pay for them if you're going to sell them, and how much you would expect to get from them. So with that being said, I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below and let me know what you think about this kind of idea of buying and selling online with apps like Mercari or eBay or Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, all that kind of stuff. So comment down below and let me know. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification because it lets you know when I post more videos, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And one more time, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you stay safe, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stay home as much as you can, and stay 6 feet away from each other, and stay safe. Honestly, one last time, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you have a good day.